Hello everyone, this is Dreadwing 2029. It is finally time for a custom highlight. Another custom highlights? I know, 2 in a row, right? And this time we have a custom I've been working on for weeks now. It is Transformers Prime Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. I'm kind of inspired by the comic book colors of Shattered Glass Prime, and also I saw the Shattered Glass Rodimus Unicronus, which is meant to be Shattered Glass Power the Primes Hot Rod / Rodimus, and I decided to do Shattered Glass Prime because another reason is I did the Cyberfire figure, which was meant to be a Shattered Glass Goldbug / Bumblebee. So, kind of stemming from that idea, with a Shattered Glass Prime, I was going to do leaning on Ratchet, but I have to do Prime next. Ratchet will be the next one to be Shattered Glass. So you kind of got a spoiler of what's next to come in customs, but anyway, let's talk about this guy. This is primarily a purple color, but let's go on to some details. First off, the windows are the red, which is the oily red color, the enamel red, I should say. And also this bit, it's meant to be like the cracked glass. I couldn't really exactly get that right. I'm not still not 100% happy with that, but I'm thinking that eventually will be changed. On the top here, you got the red lights on Prime, even like the side bits there as well. And you kind of got this black bit there. You gotta get bits of black on the windows. Well, that's actually the result of a black wash, which I did. And it's not just here on the windows, but I also included a little bit here on the top here as well. It's kind of very subtle, but I can see it in person. I don't know if you can see it in camera, but it's kind of very subtly there. I kind of want to include that. Moving down to the grille. The grille is kind of the metallic grey, which is the Tamyada, the oily, not the oily base paint, the watercolor, the acrylic base paints. And I don't know if you can subtly see this, but there's a hint of red there. Just a tiny bit. You can kind of see it there, but there's a little bit feather on right there, as well as the black wash kind of continues onto the grey, onto the grill here, like in through there. I'm definitely thinking of getting some repro labels and putting a faction symbol right there, the purple Autobot symbol, the evil Autobot symbol right there. But you got gold for the headlights. This isn't the acrylic oily gold. This is more the oily gold there, but which is the one I use for Berserker. And coming from the sides, you kind of got this little bit of silver there. It's meant to be scratches or battle worn. I just did that with dry brushing, and it's kind of not really there on the side, but there's a little bit there as well. And continuing down, you got like the metallic grey on the wheel rim. The wheels themselves in the middle are metallic grey as well. Even on here, I didn't really paint these too much because they're already painted silver, but I added a bit of a black wash to that as well. It's kind of the theme of this figure. And speaking of the black wash, if you kind of see the smokestacks, let's get a better view. The smokestacks are a metallic grey, but what I've actually done with the smokestacks, I don't know if you can see it because of the lighting, is because I added the black wash, which is just black, and add a little bit of water to it, not too much black, and just wash it out. And basically that's added to the smokestacks. And I even painted the little tips of the smokestacks right there. Even on top of that one, kind of added a bit of a dirty effect to the entire vehicle mode, just added that dirty, disgusting part of Prime. You know, he's evil, he's dirty, he's very menacing. On the back, you just got the black, which is the oily enamel black. I kind of kept the bit where he tows the trailer, I kept that bit the same. Just painted up that bit for some reason, and I added the metallic grey here for the bits which will become the legs in robot mode. And I did the same, and I added metallic grey for these wheel bits. Going on the other side. Side's a little bit the same, but a little bit more cleaner. So that's vehicle mode, and obviously the main bulk of this paint and stuff is robot mode, which we'll get to in about now. So this is Optimus Prime Shattered Glass in his robot mode, ladies and gentlemen. And honestly, I'm actually quite happy with this result. And then I'm also happy the way that the oil-based paints, the enamels, they don't really flake off whenever you go from transformation from robot to vehicle or vice versa. It kind of shows how good quality paints can really stay on a figure as opposed to, say, cheap paints like the ones that you get at the dollar shop. And those ones are just kind of basic and not really good quality for Transformers customizing, but for this, mainly acrylics and oil-based paints. Maybe even spray painting as well would do good. But anyway, I'm rambling on. Let's have a look at this bot mode. Give you a bit of a perspective here. Honestly, I just love the way this guy looks. He just looks amazing. So I'll just do some close-ups of him. See his head, I kind of went for the all black on the head. Even a little bit of a dry brushing on the side of his head. Battle damage there. Even's got like a tiny bit of black on the side of his face, and his faceplate. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of purple just jutting out above his earmuffs, the one above, the fully painted silver one, if you can see that. The windows kind of continue down to here. They still look the same. On his belly there's metallic grey. There's a little bit of a gold there, and there's also red for like the highlighting that the Transformers Prime series does with its characters. You got, if I just open up the shoulder pad there, you got the gold there, metallic grey. There's the arm panel there, and on his fingers he's got the metallic grey. You got kind of the lighter chrome silver, which is also a Tamiya water-based color, and also the gold continue as well down. And on the back, so it looks on the back, but these panels I painted a metallic grey, just to fill in the red there, just so it doesn't look like this bland red when you see him. The legs also metallic grey. Most of this is kind of a metallic grey, but there's the legs, or the legs near the upper legs. Going down to the lower legs, I kind of painted the cog here, this rounded bit gold. Same on the other side. And I kind of wanted to keep the legs black. I kind of wanted the purple upper body, and then the legs kind of get darker as it goes down. But metallic grey for these bits. Continue on the purple for the shin guards. And a little bit of battle worn on the legs themselves, and continuing on that side. There's the back for you guys. There's a few details there I'll kind of touch up, but that's what he looks like from the back bits. So that's essentially Shattered Glass Optimus Prime's robot mode. I really kind of love the way he turned out, but that's not all. I do have weapons for him. Do have his blaster, just painted the metallic grey, but also add the red highlights to the gun, and I also added some dry brushing black to the end of the barrel. Just, you know, it looks like it's been worn. Looks like this has been fired way too many times, and it's got a bit of a plasma burn from it. It's really, really cool. But you obviously notice something different about this gun. This gun has a connector point to what, you might ask? Well, for his arm, I actually unscrewed both these screws for both arms. And the reason why I did that, so I can, you know, if I can get that, pop off the arm and just take out the hands like that. And then if I get the gun again, and I just slot that back in and then connect the arm back together. I did this mod ages ago, but that's it. That's how it's look. It's supposed to give the impression of Optimus Prime's gun arm in Transformers Prime, the series. You know, just gives something that's accurate to the TV show. Because essentially this Optimus Prime figure was customized ages ago when Transformers Prime was still going on. It was still a thing. But I wanted to take this figure and customize it since I got the first edition Takara Blackguard Optimus Prime, which is awesome. And I also did have the sword, which is a metallic grey. It has a little bit of a tint of... If I just zoom out, see if I can focus on that. But it's not focusing for some reason. Damn it, focus! Damn it, open! It's not focusing, or maybe there. It's kind of focused a little bit. There we go. It has a metallic grey and also has a hint of red into it and a hint of blue. Maybe it's kind of implying that Optimus Prime has killed more than just heroic Decepticons with this sword. It's kind of hinting at something. This one doesn't really do the same thing. I mean, it almost does, but there's a bit of a bit there. If I can drill a hole into that bit, then it'll be able to do the sword arm as well as the gun arm. But at the moment, it doesn't really do it. I've already tried it, but that will kind of be a thing to do for another day and another time. But overall, I'm just so happy that this is completed, and you're probably noticing the colors on this side. This is the colors I used. The Tamiya metallic grey and the Tamiya black. It's kind of covered. It's, you know, it's kind of messy. I definitely need a new one of these. And next on the color list is the chrome silver, a little bit for the fingers, and the red I used for the highlights, and some of the painting for the headlights as well. So there you go. And finally, we got the majority of the colors, the oily base paints, the enamels. You got the purple, the glossy purple, and you got the black as well. And you got the enamel red, and also the enamel gold, which is kind of sitting over there, but I kind of also use that for the figure, but it's still sitting over there. But you probably saw this in the Berserker review, or the Berserker custom highlights as well. So there's a look at my latest custom Transformers Prime Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. I am going to post pictures of this onto Facebook, so you can see all of its glory, all of its evilness. So that has been my custom highlight of Optimus Prime Shattered Glass. I hope you enjoyed this video and liked it. If you did, give it a like. And also leave a comment about how glorious this custom is and how much work I put into it. And if you like my content, please give a subscribe and also hit that bell for more awesome content like this, because I am in need of subscribers very much. So this has been Dreadwing 2029 signing out and saying heyo.